Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Valen, and this is Rustic Waters, a Seablock. That's right, you may have heard of skyblocks, stoneblocks, volcano blocks, ice blocks. Well, this one takes place in the ocean, or the sea, and it's by Boolyman. Yes, I did play a preview of this. No, I am not continuing from that one because it has been updated a bunch from that, and my world is kind of perhaps a little bit different. So we'll see how far I can get through in the first episode, perhaps trying to catch up to the old one. And as before, though, we will use Boolyman as the seed. And I always turn cheats on, especially when the pack is in alpha. This is a pre-release version that Boolyman gave me himself. And I'm hoping that all will be fine. And it shouldn't be, world-breaking or anything like that. And we're going to start naming it Mischief of Mice. There we go, create new world. And I'll see you guys in the ocean. And we're in. As before, we've got Chilli Willi over there in the corner. I'm just going to pick up these items. And before too much, runs around behind me. Oh, welcome aboard. I'm going to open up the book. We're going to check out the quests. Introduction. We've got all these things are on here. As before, we try and advance to try and get an expansion to our base, which, as you can see here, you can unlock and then gain access to it. Hopefully Chilli Willi will stay in place, otherwise Chilli Willi will get away. And we start off with a little bit of night vision, of which I want to try and use some of it to spy out some potential goodies. We might have something over here. I'm probably going to end up dying with this, but I'm going to try it anyway. So I'm going to try swimming here. You can see my oxygen meter on the bottom left there. It is no longer a bunch of bubbles. It is now Subnautica themed from the mod Better Diving, which is one of my favorite underwater mods. And yes, it's Subnautica. I know this. You know this. Let's all tell people, oh my gosh, there's an underwater village over there. That is fabulous. I just hope that there's some air bubbles underneath here, or else I'm totally screwed. And I'm going to die and have to restart. We will see. But, oh no, it looks like there is air. Can I go down, please? Air. Okay. That's not bad. Right? Oh no, I'm in air. It's the ladders. Oh, and these are ladders that you just look at. And you can move around in. Okay. Well, I've got dispensers. What is that? Oh, multiple dispensers. Interesting. Alright. Well, I might steal some of this gravel. Do a little explore around this ship. So needless to say, there was nothing of any particular note there. I see Chilli Willi dancing around in there. But I am freezing to death now. And I need to get back into my nice, warm, cozy, underwater habitat before I end up dying. Oh my god. It's kind of a dancing snowflake is not a good sign. My oxygen's also about to run out. Hopefully I don't die too badly. Oh god, come on. Whew. Alright, well, there's a ship over there, and yes, my night vision wore off quite early. I just wanted to take a quick peek in around the area, of which you can buy more potions and stuff in the shop if you're interested in checking things out. All I ended up getting was a bit of gravel, and that was pretty much it. All the dispensers in there was empty. There was no chests, but as you saw, there was an underwater town that we might be able to get to later on once I'm, I don't know, perhaps slightly better equipped. What do you think, Chilli? Well, let's get started on this. See if I can actually catch up to where I left off on my first play of this pack. All right, welcome aboard. This first tab will introduce you to some of the basic concepts of this pack. Completing it will grant you your first hub expansion key, which will provide you more space to operate in. You'll learn how to manage your hunger, temperature, and gather basic resources, which I think is very key, especially after I just tried that. You can go on here, and this one actually is unlocked already as well. Research tab will show you how to craft a variety of the parts that will use throughout your journey. You may not be able to complete all of these research nodes until you have gained access to additional resources. And if I click on down some of these other ones, yes, they're all clickable. But if you look, it does say requirements. Water strainer production in the introduction section. Diving in. Requirement, water strainer production in introduction. Expanding your hub requirements, water strainer production, etc. And so you get the idea. You can actually find out where these things are that you need to actually progress with. Yes, you've got, let's actually click through some of these. We've got the artisan's work tables in here. We've got a bunch of satchels and whatnot that can help you out. Storage cores. Ooh, I love those. Thermodynamics. And then, of course, you've got all your different, like, scuba gear, which is really important. I'm going to need to get that going. Oh, and then you've got building gadgets, some chiseling building options, auto sluice, and then, oh, look, we've got embers is in here, which I think is going to be a big part of trying to get a lot of power going. Looks like immersive engineering with these redstone blocks and stuff, maybe mixed in. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, we've got scannable. Oh, such a good mod. That's going to make things a little bit easier for finding stuff, but we should be able to make a good portion of things ourselves. Got seeds for farming and mob farmables, which is good. Traversing the deep. This is jetpacks. I wonder how those are going to work underwater because, oh, and look, there it is. Sea moth right there. But if you don't already know, when I was underwater, all I had to do is press the arrow keys and you just go in that direction. It's pretty good. Future is now. I've got a little bit of text, some Ender IOs in here. What is it? Energy, I think it is. Storage energistics. So we've got applied energistics is in here. Advanced energy. So I've got a little bit of environmental tech, quantum mining. Getting creative. We have some creative items if you really wanted to go totally end game, which I don't think that I really will be, but because, you know, I rarely ever do. Anyway, guild trades. It does have a trading shop, so you can get all sorts of really cool stuff when you need it. You've got one-time use guild trade and then regular guild trades. So you can get some replacement tools for your artisan tables, some ores and stuff if you just need a few extras, as well as a few potions. I bet you one of these is the Booly potion. This is a super cold drink. Oh, no, these are and a super hot drink. Yeah, that's for maintaining your temperature. Is that the... There it is, Booly's Brew. Earn guild by completing certain quests. And test your mighty feats. Test your might feats, yes. Another trophy room. Keeping track of your progress. This chain allows you to track your progress through the pack by getting trophies for each tab of the quest book you complete. So each one of these you complete, it seems you would get a trophy. That's pretty neat. But let's just do this. Welcome to the Seaquest Dsv. For those who don't know, this is a very old television show. No, not YouTube, not streaming service, television show. Maybe on cable, but a small underwater hub where you'll spend a majority of your time going forward in Seaquest. They basically swim around in a big submarine the whole time. But yeah, it was interesting at the time. Your goal is to test the capabilities of sustained life in an oceanic world. All support for your expedition, with the exception of this guide, has been withdrawn. Should you be able to progress your technology far enough, there may be a means to escape. Take this wetsuit as a meager bit of protection until you find better, if you survive that long. Claim. Thank you. In fact, I'm going to put those on right now. There we go. I feel a little bit more aquatic, at the very least. Let's see. And of course, there's a furnace, which I could make. It's a regular thing here, but we will not be doing that just... Oh, wait. Actually, let's clear. You should not feel completely confined to your hub, as I already demonstrated. Once you have established some basic equipment, which I did not, you will want to scavenge the ocean floor for resources, which I tried and failed. Night vision and water-breathing potions will be a huge help. Yes. Yes, they will. Tip, string will be a very valuable component of recipes throughout the pack. You may want to use the spiderweb saplings in your bonsai pots. It's a good idea, and I will. Chopping the bottom block of a tree will cause the entire tree to be felled. Keep in mind that if you have shears in your toolbar, the tree will also be automatically sheared. If you need saplings, make sure to place your shears in the inventory or chest. You can also craft saplings. Tip, you can twerk using the sneak keys to make plants and trees grow quicker. Cool, so first thing we need to do is make a wooden axe, which I would presume I should be able to, at the very least, make a regular crafting table and then a wooden axe after that. Of which we should be able to get some saplings off of this tree, I hope. At least that's my hope. We'll find out. Oh, how tall is this one? Jeez. Okay. There we go. Is quick leaf decay? No, it's not in here. And for those that are curious, why I'm right-clicking right now, nothing happens. Reason being is that these are set up to spawn in like this so that you have some already ripe foods. So after I've replanted these, then it's good, because even sneak clicking doesn't do anything. And look, they even thought ahead and put down a bunch of saplings for me, which is nice. But once I harvest these the first time, then I can plant these little apple sprouts and grow some more after that. But for the moment, do I have enough wood? I've got a decent amount here. This is 50%. I don't... actually, I'm going to break it too. Because that's just annoying. I don't think it's going to do too much. There we go. It's gone. So I can just put a few over here and here. There we go. And then that should be good. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this. Pick up the apple that fell from that other one. Grab this. I should have a decent start to some wood production, at least at the moment. Grab these and this. And I'm actually going to grab those saplings that I've got down on the ground. Chilli, no, get back over there. Stop trying to run out. You're not getting into the ocean. You are staying here with me because you're going to be my companion. So, let's put this down here. And actually, if I break all that, I'm worried those are going to go away. So I'm going to stay there for a second. All right, let's start using some of this. I'm going to need at least 3 of these turned into stuff. And that means making a crafting table. I'm going to need to make some sticks. And then the rest I can use for making other stuff. So this time I'm going to place things a little bit off to the side. Let's put the crafting bench here. Last time I ended up having everything in the middle, which can be good. But there we go. That should get me the original quest completion, which gives me 24 cobblestone and a bucket. That bucket is so key. I wonder what would happen if I accidentally lost it. Threw it away, something like that. Oakwood Shears. Your hub is equipped with 4 expansion hub controllers. 1 on each wall. At different points, you'll receive hub expansion controller keys that will allow you to select one of the controllers to activate, expanding your hub in that direction. You can always build onto your hub manually as well. Tip: Bonsai Pots are not craftable. Yeah, you can't make them, but you can acquire more in the Guild Trades tab. That's pretty good. Let's see shears. Actually, hold on a second. Let's put this in the center. There we go. Shears. Wooden ones? Regular, just wooden shears. There we go. Oh, that's going to use up my sapling. Oh, I got all the stuff back. Okay, hold on a second. Can I actually recraft this into another? Yes, into the workbench. We're gonna already make this a little bit nicer. So if I do this and make shears like so, I can leave it. It stays in the table. Nice. Okay, similar to a Tinker's construct table, but in this case, let's see. I need more saplings. Is the thing. Ha 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 ha. So chopping up above. Okay, that's bad. I just lost my apple. No, I didn't. Okay, I didn't lose my apple seeds. Thank goodness. I might as well chop these ones at this point and see what happens. Chop that. It chops the entire tree. There we go. So if I do this with a pair of shears, then it should be good. Which, there we are. And then I'll get leaves, and I can place some leaves and then put the apple sprouts on those. Shear lock. Nice. Now, I believe I can twerk. I don't know if it works from down here. It does work from down here, which will allow this to grow. There we go. Big and strong. Now, with the shears in my inventory, when I chop this, it should give me the leaves. Yes, which is very, very important. In fact, I'm going to do that a couple more times because I know I'm going to need a bunch of leaves. So I'll be back in a minute. All right, there we go. I've got a decent amount now, a few stacks of it, and that should be good. In fact, let's take some of these. I could easily put one here and a sapling and one of those on that. I could do this over here, can't I? Right? I don't think that this will interfere with it. I don't think. I guess we'll find out. I'm going to find out before I spend my third one. Well, we shall see. But in the meantime, I also noticed that I'm pretty darn hungry here. Looking at Chilli Willi pretty hungrily. I wonder if he tastes like chicken. No, seriously, let's just stick with apples. Apples are good. They're going to make me grow up big and strong, keep the dentist away. So let's move into the next part of the book here. Quest book. Claim that. Got the hopping bonsai. And don't worry, I still have these that I can work with. So if I end up, because I just ate all my apples, I can't make any apple saplings. I've realized my mistake just now. Whoops. But I now have some bonsai pots, which should be pretty useful because I'm going to need to make, I wonder, can I make... Nope, that recipe's not in here. All right. I'm going to need at least 16 planks so I can make chests. Uh-oh, can't make chests because they're going to be part of a little something more interesting. We've got these, the crafting tables that we will need to make. Carpenter's work table is what we're going to need in this case. So to enable you to craft many of the more complex items in this pack, you will utilize specific work tables. Some of these recipes will require tools and a fluid catalyst. JEI, or Just Enough Items, mod will show you all recipes utilizing each work table. For those who don't know, this is JEI over here. If you want to save a recipe for later on, you hover over the item, you press A, it goes up on the side here, and then you can click it whenever you want to see what it is and keep track of your things. If you want to remove it from a list, press A again, it goes away. That's simple. It's really cool. I love it. Sometimes when there's Modpack update, that list will clear out, but otherwise it's really cool to-do list without actually having to type things on a list. I see you trying to do a sneaky. Get over there, you. Go on, Chilli. No, no, Chilli, no, no. I love how he waddles. It's pretty good. Let's grab a couple of these. Willi, what are you doing? Get back over there. I'm gonna shove you in there. Stay. You stay. I'll get you a better home once I get a little bit more resources. Man, that roof, it is seriously leaking like a sieve. Can I? These fully grown. There we go. Yeah, for some reason these are cyclic apples. These are not Pam's apples, so I can't right click on them. Okay, but it does work over here, so I might as well put down another couple here and plant a few more. 1, 2, 3. And now I have enough that I needed one more apple in order to make apple sapling. If I twerk, does that actually make these grow? No. Okay, well, it's worth a try. So, tables. We need a carpenter's table. Carpenter's work table. And there's a carpenter's workshop? Oh, I think we're doing this one, carpenter's work table. What was the other one? It was Tailor's work table. So we need Tailor's work table, and then that should do it. Now, if I go into this, I might have enough of the materials already. So let's see, recipe for this. Oh, clear this way. Wait, those are my rewards. Those are not things that I'm going to be getting. I need to make a farmer's work table. That's why. Okay. It's funny. Okay, farmer's work table. So if I clear this out, see, I can now hit recipe over here. I need a workbench, some leaves, and some oak. All right, fair enough. Let's take this, make a new workbench, and I think I've got enough to make it right now. There we go. Farmer's work table, which I believe will connect with other mods of the same type. And here's the thing. These will go off into different quadrants. I think I'll have... Yeah, we'll expand out that way. Maybe that way. Maybe that way. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to expand out that direction. So I think I can just pile up a bunch of stuff over here for now. Let's put down the farmer's work table. I like that it sounds like dirt. And it has a spot over here for, I believe it's purified water from my previous playthrough. So let's do this claim. We get these other tables, and they all link together. We're actually going to do carpenter's is going to be next, and there we go, the tailor's work table. Each one sounds like wood, so it sounds like cloth, because that's primarily what they're for. I'm hearing things squealing outside. Yes, there are sharks and dangers in the water. Well, these apples are yellow. That's kind of interesting. Grab that. Can I, please? There we go. Thank you. Oh, what's good timing for this? All right, sweet. Get those, and then I have excess stuff. I need to make a chest. Oh no. Is there a recipe for a chest? I bet there is. It doesn't have it as any kind of reward or anything, so I might look to see what the recipe is. Recipe, let's take this off there. That's, oh, making a handsaw, which I think is probably one of the next things. Tools. No, trowels? That's not what I expected. In-world crafting, that's to make a mechanical toolbox. No, that's a little bit ahead of us. Furnace. Oh, that's right. I need to make a furnace. I forgot about that. I've got enough stone. I can do this right now. And that should... There we go. Grab this, and I can get my spiderweb sapling. So I need chests for my bonsai pots, which I'm probably going to put over here. So I might as well put those down right now so that I've got the space for them. 1 and 2. And I can put the 2 chests on top, or the 2 chests here, and then that'll fill up really easily. Only problem is I have a very limited amount of stone at the moment. Anyway, moving on. Trowel. We need to make some kind of wooden trowel and purified water bucket. Well, actually, let's read what it says. Farmer's work table is the first of the profession work tables you will utilize. It will aid you in crafting things such as strainers and sluice equipment. Tip: each workstation requires specific tools and or a fluid catalyst. Some recipes may require higher quality tools with more durability, so you can fill the table with fluids easily by right-clicking them with a bucket. So if you look here, this is the fluid area here. This is your crafting area. This is the result, and this is the tool that you might use. And then this is just a little bit of a storage area. So if I really wanted to, I could toss in a bunch of like oak leaves on the side here and store them on the side. But I think actually I'm going to put the leaves here on the tailor's work table, because I think that that's what's going to be needed most. Carpenter's table, I'm going to take my wood supplies and put them over here. And then the farmer's work table, I'm going to put saplings, apples, and the spider web sapling for now. Actually, I'm going to keep the apples. I'm going to put the apple seeds there. And that actually just cleared out my inventory quite a bit. I have some real basic storage. And the cool thing is that I totally forgot. It's got clickable tabs at the top if they're touching. So I didn't even need to like move over and do that. So if I want, I can just click here and then choose the one that I want to go to. Very simple. All right, let's get some more of these apples and then quickly put the seeds away. Boop. Nope, in here. Thank you. Now I need some kind of trowel in order to use the farmer's work table, which is like a mini planting station, actually. Now that's not bad at all. I could just do that on a regular workbench or crafting table, but I need wood. So let me go over to my carpenter's table, grab some of this, and I should be able to make some sticks. And then make this. Cool. There we are. And then I can put this in here as the tool. Oh, no, wait. Wrong thing. In here as the tool. And then I need a bucket of purified water, which, if I'm not mistaken, take this, put it in a... I didn't put my furnace down yet. I am very surprised at myself right now. Let's put the furnace over here, because I'm probably going to have a bunch of furnaces. Furnaces, whatever you want to call it. We'll put this up top, put the sticks in. And then we'll make a little bit more sticks just so that it can keep that burning, because I think I already just messed up and lost some sticks. Probably could make some charcoal, but for now this is the equivalent of tiny charcoal. All right. Now we've got that. Claim this. We get Artisan's Constantan Needle. Oh, Constantan Needle. That's nice. That's going to last us a while. 575 durability. Wow. And a Constantan handsaw. That's going to last a while as well. That's good. That's very good news. Now, we go back. I have the tools now. I can make a chest. So let's cut some wood. Does that actually... No, it doesn't. It doesn't want to cut wood. Wait. Can I just make... is there a recipe for this in one of those that gets me more? No. Okay, just checking. Wasn't sure. So in a carpenter's table, take this, and there's the output. I get a chest. Doop. Just like that. I did have 8. I think I'm going to need another chest at the very least so I can get these bonsai pots going. Let's do this. Open this up. There we go. And then make another chest. Put these down and get that done. Now I do need some dirt for this. So I'm going to grab some. I'm going to put this here and here. We're going to start off with sapling in the farmer's table. We've got an oak sapling and a spiderweb sapling. And I'm going to convert this oak sapling straight away into an apple oak, or an apple sapling, which will give all the same drops as an oak sapling, but it'll also give apples. So that is going to start off early and hopefully get me plenty of goods. If you're not familiar with bonsai pots, this is it. They grow until a certain point, and because this is a hopping bonsai, it will then reproduce the drops, or a very small amount of them, maybe a log, maybe a leaf, maybe both, and or an apple, or in this case, spiderweb or strings. You might get those as drops in the chest below, because it's pretty much hooked up to a regular bonsai pot. Will not keep reproducing. It'll just stop after one grow, and then you have to use like an axe on it or something like that. And it works with most apples, or most apples, most trees. Don't look at me like that, Willie. So grow a bonsai tree. There we go. See, there we go. And I even got a spiderweb sapling in return. Cool. Continue on. I did make the purified water, but I didn't do anything with it. We're going to dump it in the farmer's work table because that is actually what it takes. If you look here, it actually shows right there. And in fact, I'm probably going to get some more because I'm just going to need that. Might as well keep it going. Now, next up, we have vine management or in-world craft. This one here is a little bit more complex, so we're going to go with vine management. Using the work table, you can strip and weave leaves together to create vines. You can then twist and process the vines into string to be used for other recipes. Tip: the ocean depths are not void of life or resources. Using night vision potions will be invaluable for scavenging around the murky waters. Tip: don't forget to visit the guild trade tab of this guide to purchase things like high-tier artisan tools and/or tanks of commonly used fluids. So I need to make some vines. Now, I am already familiar with how to make vines, but I will put it up here because it could have changed in the pack. No, it's about the same. So that means that we will need purified water bucket. And when you look at this, you're thinking, oh my gosh, look at all this. There's so much purified water. I'm going to have to boil up like 12 buckets of this stuff. No, just look here. This says 2 buckets worth, or 2,000 millibuckets. Look here and hover over. It's 100 millibuckets is all that's needed for one crafting. So it's just showing you that you need something, because if it was actually 100 millibuckets, it would be such a small amount on this level that you probably wouldn't even notice it. Yeah, but there we go. I'm going to continue smelting that stuff up for now. So vines will require... there we go. Vines will require this in the craft. I got that in the wrong one. I need to craft it over here. So let's do this. That should get me 40 vines. And then I can take the vines and do, I think, this. Yeah, and make string. There we go. That's what I wanted, which is great. Wait, how much did I need before I go too nuts? 64 vines. I should probably complete that before I end up going too crazy with this. Do this one. There we go. And that used up all the stuff that we had. Good thing I keep on making more. Let's put this in here. Continue. We've got a bucket's worth. As before, I'm going to continue just dropping this in here. I think I've got some wood in here by now. Ah, look at that. I've got sticks. Even better. Just going to throw them in there. Keep that smelting. Is it done? Almost. Just grab it. Okay, and there we go. Continue with that. There is a bit of a manual process to start, but that's to be expected in most packs these days, isn't it? You don't start off with automation. It's too simple. Look, I got $5. 5 monies. 5 gills. Gills make sense as we're underwater. Get it? Guild trades. Let's see. What can I get for 5? A 5er. No, that's 20. That's 10. That's 20. Oh, that's 10. Oh my gosh, this stuff. 20, 10. I'm going to look through and see what I can buy. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, there's actually several things that I could purchase in here. Some of which might include some super hot drinks or super cold drinks. Those would be pretty useful. There's some bone meal if I really need it, though I do have the ability to twerk. And then over here, there isn't very much that I could really go with, but there is this, where I can get another hopping bonsai. And honestly, that's kind of good for me. Can I actually do this? It says 1 of 3, so I can only do it one time. I can only buy a few. Oh, I don't have any money. Okay, well that would explain why. I first and foremost, I guess I need to complete the quest. So I was mistaken, and it does say 1 out of 3, but I need to have 3 5 gil amounts in order to purchase one. Oh, sad days. Sad days. Anyway, let's continue on with questing. I am a little bit further with this, at least. Introduction key. I'm going to continue on making strainers. Fabric mesh is used in both water strainers and the sluice machine. Water strainers gather resources from the ocean water they're submerged in. The sluice will allow you to sieve ores and other resources from the sand, gravel, and other materials you gather. Item reward is another needle, which usually that's what this side panel is used for. This for those needles. But yeah, I think right now I'm going to make a whole lot of string with what I have available. Let's do this. More string, and then I can come over here and I can make more vines and so on.